Okay, hopefully the first bit didn't get corrupted and it actually finished recording. I doubt it would. I doubt it would. I think we're gonna have a one of those times again. But the good thing is that you're here this time, so you can take down all these notes without having to resort to the YouTube video that crashed.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. So with the rest of them, I'm just gonna not bother streaming them until I figure out what is going on. Why, like this wasn't just OBS. I was using the OBS version that Beam supplies that crashed as well, and I was streaming directly to Beam using the Elgato software. Actually, I tried to restream IO and it crashed. I'm just not having any luck with streaming these days. So if people are watching this on YouTube later and they're wondering where I've been, it's just that I can't afford to stream and not record, and I prefer using Beam, but their software doesn't allow you to record and stream at the same time yet. They keep, oops, I backed into the fire. They keep saying it does, and then you look at the notes and says no, you can't unless you use their standard RTMP or whatever server. You can, but if you use their fastest light streaming service, you can't record. And I need both. I have to record. I have to archive these things, because if the stream crashes like it just did, then everything I've said for the last 20 minutes goes to waste. But not this time. Thankfully, you're here. So let's see. I'm just going to go over my checklist and make sure there isn't anything else I missed.
Do you want to go over the floor again? Because I know I cut you off and everything.
Okay, yeah. The floor itself. Yeah, if you want the swords to be lower, like that's not a bad height, but you can probably get them much tighter to the floor. And the other thing you should do is, I know most people are opposed to this, but once you're, I see, your sword, part of it's upside down and part of it's upside right. You see this joint right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, you're using the beveled. You're using the beveled edge of the curve there.
Yeah,
and you're
then
using
it goes
the
the thing.
straight edge of the curve here. So, and the same goes for the piece out here. So either use all beveled edge or all straight edge. And when you come to this piece here, you see how it shifted a little bit?
My controller disconnected.
Can you see it? Can you
Yes.
use those straight? Or wait. Oh, wait.
No, because I can't hit A, so it's just telling me like, hey, my controller disconnected. It's like, thanks. Hold on, I have batteries here.
Okay. Yeah, I have a bucket of batteries I keep on my desk and keep them all recharged. We were
rechargeable batteries.
We were at a Target that went under, and they had Duracell rechargeable batteries, and it was $4 for a pack of 4. And so we just grabbed a boatload of them, and that was like a few years ago, and they're finally starting to go. But I just keep a whole stack of them fully charged for my recording for my controllers. So yeah, this joint right here, what you do is you save it in Forge mode, and go play a custom game on it. Come back, and if it's shifted like that, just turn the magnets on so they snap back together and let it go. Don't move it by hand. Don't use it by the coordinate system. Just turn your magnets on, let it snap and let it go, and let the magnet snap it to the right position. Or you can just manually position it yourself. Either way you want. But yeah, make sure those joints are nice and smooth. Okay. And as I said, that they both have either the square edge or the beveled edge up. Either way.
Okay, and yeah, because I know I was trying to keep them like that, but I think in order to have them go like the way the angles and stuff I wanted.
Yeah, sometimes they have the decorative piece on the edge you want, right?
Yeah.
I would say,
and I didn't want those on there. So.
Yeah, I would say in that case, just turn the curves up the other way so that they're all straight edged. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
they can.
Well,
if you can. Wait.
Yeah, because I think there was just like the way that they were on, because I know like FEMA, because I did want them all the same, but I know I ran into a problem with one of them, or with like some of the curves or whatever, where just
mode. If if you
yeah,
if you
yeah, I'll have
can't
to look
if
at
you
it
can't
again.
get it, at least make sure that they're nice and straight to each other. So that, like, if you look on this one, is it's got kind of it veers off to the right, and that's something that's a bit
Yeah,
noticeable. So yeah, just try to make everything look smooth and square
it
and
does.
everything. Yeah, a little bit right here, that joint right there.
Oh yeah, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were
Oh
talking
no,
about
no, that one looks
this one
good.
here, the
That
straight
one
one.
looks nice.
I was like, what?
That's pretty sweet. That one's good. So,
And if anything, I could probably flip the straight ones over, so then that way it the transition from beveled to straight looks more purposeful
yeah,
rather
that's
than
right. That's
kind
right.
of random.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Okay.
yeah, I'll play around with that.
All
I made
right.
it so these were easy to grab through the barrier, so I put a extension out the back so
Yeah.
you can at least
Yeah.
easily get to them.
Okay, so what I do, I have a checklist to go through here, but I can't actually check it until you make the changes. So I am gonna say I'm gonna change this.
Yeah.
See, we label these, and right now I'm gonna put the label that Builder is updating, so that everyone knows that you are updating it, and so they won't download the file until it says that it's been updated. So purchase you're going to take care of, containment you're going to take care of. You understand about obstructions already, so that's good. Your floor is still good. It just needs to be adjusted. You seem to have a fairly good frame rate in Forge mode, which is okay. And being that it's a stadium. Oh wait, I am getting frame rate across that side there. So where I'm looking right now, make sure that frame rate is fixed in game mode. Okay.
I'll see. Like I'm not experiencing it,
Okay.
so
Wait,
that's the thing. It's
sweep,
like people always complain
move your
about
feet in an arc
that
like
and I.
this, and sweep your gun across, and look up. Now, do you not see it being a bit jaggy across there, or a bit laggy?
Okay, so trying to do I don't know. Okay, so wait, saying move across, sweep your
Okay,
gun,
now
and
watch
look up.
watch my feet. Watch my feet. You see, I go from looking at this wall to looking at this wall.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and that way you take the most of it in at the same time, plus you're moving your weapon and you're moving your feet. Okay, and when I do that, I just do it nice and smooth, and I am definitely getting frame rate across here. Now you may not see it, and also check in game mode to make sure that it's not there. But quite typically, you'll see stuff in Forge mode, and then you go to game mode and it's gone. Just make sure you have excellent frame rate in game. Yeah, definitely get it right across. When I'm looking at the three sculptures there, it's in that area right there, which is kind of weird because you don't really have that many pieces. Anyhow,
Yeah, I'm not experiencing it, but I've never really experienced a lot of frame rate issues on many maps that other people have said that they
yeah.
experienced frame rate
What
issues on.
Xbox do you have? Just a regular Xbox One?
Yeah, just normal Xbox One. I think one of the earlier versions.
Yeah, same.
I got it when like Titanfall and stuff came out, or a little bit before Halo, I think.
Yeah, no, I got mine. Mine's a Sunset Boulevard one. Yeah, I don't think. I was just wondering if you were using the S, because the S apparently has better graphics processing. I don't know if it makes a difference, but just so you know, I am seeing it. And if you want to watch the video later, of course, my videos are probably pretty Yankee anyway. So, but I'm definitely seeing it there. So what you can do, try to simplify it a little bit. Although it does look pretty simple, it doesn't look like, your piece count isn't abnormally high. But what I was going to compliment you on is you did the same thing that was done on Frontier. Is that it's a stadium map, but you made the seats big and chunky, which is good because when you make the seats small and tight, it causes a visual moire pattern that looks really annoying.
Yeah.
So you got to keep, if you're doing a Coliseum, make the seats big and chunky. Don't use steps.
They were
They were steps, right?
They were steps.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then someone pointed that out, and I'm like, oh, they do.
You don't notice it until
so the
someone
steps are
points it
still
out, doesn't it? It
there.
happens to every builder I go into a map with that puts them out there. They don't see it because they put them there and they aren't looking for it. But when you just only focus on that, it's like, oh yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So we've had a few maps
I
that are
normally
like that
would make. Yeah, I normally would make my own stadium because I do have another map that I made that has some stadium seating and it used the benches. And oh my god, benches take up so
Oh
much
yeah,
light map.
yeah.
Um, and so I made them and I was gonna do that here, but I was like, they take up so many pieces and everything, and light map, it's like, And then so I just used the steps, and then yeah, someone told me that like, oh, that made the effect to
You
change it.
could
And,
be
like,
using
damn it.
some pieces that use that are higher use than others. I just can't see what it would be because I haven't built with the new Forerunner pieces, so I don't know if any of them use power or use up are more difficult than others. It could be.
Well, I basically
Sorry,
used
I'm
all
going around
the
on grouping
foreign
everything to
pieces
see how many
here,
pieces
or
you've
not
used. There's only 15 pieces in this structure. That's not bad.
Yeah, I ended up ungrouping a lot of stuff too to change the bake and stuff like that because I had a really high light map.
How about the stairs themselves? All right, I have to move some blocks out of the way for that.
And I might
Oh, that's all the
be able
steps.
to
Let's
delete
see.
the stairs. Yeah, so I think that's I think
not very
they
many
all might
pieces.
be on this
Oh, wait a
side.
sec. There we go. So that one set of stairs is 16. That shouldn't be too bad. I mean, that's, you know.
And it has the steps underneath it too, so I don't know if that could be causing stuff too.
Oh, that's the
I
actual
use the
stairs.
steps as like.
Okay, maybe.
Well, yeah, there's actual stairs,
maybe,
and
maybe
then there's
simple,
the
because
trim pieces.
You can't see that from down here. I would say just
and
use the stairs.
You can only see it at the top.
Yeah, I would say just use it where you can see it. Otherwise, just make one big block that just blocks that hole up. Just put one big 128 by 128 or whatever fits in there, and then put a small set of stairs or whatever you need across the top, or one big one. Either way, just try to simplify it a bit because it's pretty intricate here. That you really don't need that as something that players won't be looking at first of all, and unless you're focusing on that area with your opening cam. Just like let's say you're, I don't know, I didn't look at your opening cams, but if your opening cams are looking at this area, just make it detailed only in the area that the cam is looking at, and then make all the other areas that are like it, just simplify them as much as you can, because right now you don't really need it. Even if a player is jumping, they really aren't seeing those stairs.
You can't see it.
Yeah, so that's definitely a way you can simplify that area.
Okay, so that'll be good.
So let's see,
Might help
Cohesive
with
theme, you've got the correct spawns, definitely have the correct spawns. Very good. Wall hop, you aren't using wall hop and clamber, that's fine. There's no, we decide we're not going to hold points against people for not using wall hop and clamber. That's all, no problem with that at all. So.
Okay.
Excellent.
I remember asking about that. So.
Yeah, that's right too. Yeah, you don't need them if they're not. Now, are you using destructible pieces anywhere? I'm just curious.
I think the only destructible piece I have is a decor door at the top there.
Decor, where's that?
At the below the circle. So.
Oh, up here. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
So I think
I had hoped. I haven't tried it yet, but I had hoped that. I don't think it does. I always had hoped that running starts would smash through destructible items, so the players could then smash their way onto the court. I thought that would look so cool.
That would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, well, I think that's it for this one. I've got 6 more to do, so I'm gonna take off, and I'll let you get to forging.
Thank you.
Hey, no problem at all. So, yeah, probably best to end this game and just start with a fresh build for you rather than.
Okay. Also, too, I just noticed on here too. For the what you call it, doorways there, because I have it sloped in on the walls, but at the doorways it kind of slopes the opposite way.
Yeah.
So should
Just slow.
Kinda do some
just
fancy stuff with
angle.
the
Just
barrier,
angle,
or
angle the invisible blocker so it meshes with the other ones.
okay, yeah, but it might stick out. I mean, though the door pieces might stick out though if I do that.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like
Well,
for the entrances.
the other thing you can do is if you have just like, let's say you angle your walls, and there's one perch that sticks out, just stick another small invisible blocker to block that individual perch. You could do that too.
Okay,
So you just customize it. Just
that's what I figured.
yeah, just make sure that they don't stick too far into the court, so that when people throw the balls, they bounce off these invisible things they aren't expecting. Don't do it that dramatic, but just little invisible blockers that block perches. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as the ball doesn't get stuck there and no one can stand up there, you're fine.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So if anything, just make sure the barriers are not any kind of harsh, dramatic
Yeah.
angle or anything like that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Or if there's a block there anyhow, and the person throws a ball and it bounces because of the invisible blocker, it would make sense because there's a piece of structure there anyway. So that's not a problem.
Okay.
Okay, you got it. You got everything you need.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Yep,
Well,
thank
I'm
you.
gonna take off and do the other 6 other 6 reviews. So what you do? Update it, and just message me Xbox Live or wherever, or mention it in the Hammerfall, not the submission topic, but the conversation topic.
But
just note it in there
yeah.
somewhere. But don't. Everyone's been doing this. They've been updating their maps and re-entering it in the contest. Don't do that. Once you're in the contest, you're in the contest. You can update it as much as you want up until judging starts. You can update it every day if you want. That's fine. Just make sure that we know what you can do is you go to your entry. I'm pretty sure you can edit the entry that you made.
You can edit it.
You can edit it.
Yeah, because that's what I just did.
Okay. Just put a change log on there. Say at this date, such and such a date, I made these changes, and that way we'll know. When you think that it's ready to be reviewed again, just put the change log there at that time, and then we'll know to change it back over to reassess. Because right now your label on the Trello board is builders updating it. We can change it to reassess once we know you're done, and then we'll do this all over again. Bring you in, and we'll do exactly what we did now, but just to look at your changes, and we'll keep doing it until all the boxes are checked. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
Yep.
so we'll see you in a week's time or so.
Yep.
All right. Take it
Thank
easy.
you. Yep. You too.